Well, and here we're with the head chef, Gabriel. And Gabriel, tell us a little bit about why Parker and why an Italian restaurant here in Parker.
I opened the restaurant in 2010, but since I moved from New York 2003, I was looking where I can open a restaurant. But in those days, it was a lot of opportunity where you can open a restaurant because it was a lot of empty and restaurant for sale. I was looking at Highland Range, Littleton, everywhere, but I came to Parker and I looked this great community and I say, oh my God, I think I'm going to fit here.
Yeah.
And I find this location and then I start working and here we are and but today.
Yeah. Well, Parker's a great location. I think we're very lucky to have you and your food here. Everyone I talk to loves the food. They recommend, try the fiocchi, try this, try this, try this. So they love you. They love your energy. Tell us a little bit about your passion. What got you involved in cooking? Why in cooking the Italian food? What's your passion behind that?
I'm from New York, and I've for a long time, cooking in New York in small restaurants, and I see the chef behind it saying, how fun it was for them to cook and say, one day I want to be like that. I want to be as a chef, and I start creating my own recipes. And I say, okay, one day I'm gonna be a chef, and I'm gonna do my own recipes, and I'm gonna open a restaurant. Yeah. So since 1998, when I started, now I'll be cooking in an Italian restaurant.
That's great. Well, tell us about some of your recipes, your dishes. What are some of the things you love to cook the most?
I love seafood.
Yeah,
I love seafood. All the dishes I cook I love it. I love to cook. Yeah, I love to create new dishes, and seafood is my favorite. We create seafood dishes here. We have a seafood at Portofino. It's muscles, clam, shrimps, and a red or white sauce. That's my favorite dish.
You're making me hungry. And what are some of the locals' favorites? What do you see get ordered over and over again?
For my regulars, they don't see the menu.
Yeah.
But the regular, they don't see the menu. Whatever I create, that's what they eat.
Yeah.
And because we feel like we're family, we're not just a customer, we just feel as a family. Say, Gabriel, whatever you want to make today, I eat it. Just make it. But saying, like you was mentioned, the fiocchi, that is one of the pasta a lot of customers they look for because a very unique pasta. It's a pear and I have a little ricotta shell cheese inside. And the balsamic glaze on top is making, with a glass of wine, you're all set.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'll remember that next time I come by. I'm just going to say, you cook whatever. I'll eat it.
And I make for you.
I for you.
Good, Mike. Hey, tell us a little bit about, we're in what you call the New York room.
Yes.
And you've got 3 different rooms here at Portofino's. Okay. Tell us a little bit about those rooms.
So I moved here like 3 years ago. Gabriel is my best friend. We've known each other for more than 23 years. So he called me one day and said, if you want to come to Colorado and we can expand the restaurant. So before I came, he had only 2 rooms, okay? And then we come up with the 3rd room, and we call it New York room. So we have 3 rooms basically right now. 1 room is Italian room, 1 Colorado room, and New York room. The Italian room because the Italian restaurant and where he learned everything, how to cook the Italian food. And then he started the restaurant in Colorado. So we have a Colorado room in the middle room. And then we come New York room when I came here and we expanded and we had the bar and the New York room.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well, and then what is it like having the restaurant in Parker? How have you felt being here a part of the community?
It's very different. When I came from New York and I realized like we did some marketing analysis around and we see what the community here needs. We found that Portofino is a big part of the community and we need to expand it more. We upgrade the menu. We added more stuff, more item in the menu, like more seafood. Because we looked around with not a lot of places offering like a good seafood.
Yeah.
So and with our experience in the restaurant business, we've been working in the restaurant business between me and Gabriel is over 40 years experience in the restaurant business.
Wow.
So we start creating like more dishes, like in a special. seafood dishes, and we also came up with a lot of different drinks, like New York style drink and New York style like menu. So everything was kind of like a different here. So we basically like serve the community way better now than before.
Yeah, well, that's great. And I hear good news or good word. Everybody I talk to, they have their favorite dish they recommend, and they say, you got to go and try this, you got to go and try this. And
so our menu is just like basically cover everything. If you are vegetarian, you have vegetarian dishes. If you like seafood, if you like meat, if you like chicken, you like pasta, if you are gluten-free, if you have any allergy, we accommodate everything.
That's wonderful. Yeah. That's great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, hey, everybody. We're taking a little pause here because I want to explain a little bit before we do this next part of the interview here with Gabriel. So Gabriel, his manager, Mike, they are excellent people. They have such a passion and love for what they do and the service they bring to us here in Parker and the surrounding area. Now, what we're going to talk about in this next part is a little bit of the struggles they faced since COVID and that are continuing to ongoing. But what I want you to remember when you listen is that they need support from people like you. All of our local businesses, even though we're removed from the biggest parts of COVID, Gabriel, Mike, here at Portofino's, they treat us, Parker, as family, and they need you to help and support them as much as you can. Watch this.
What's one of the craziest things that's happened to you as owning the restaurant, being the restaurant owner?
Be owning at the restaurants, the crazy thing that happened, it was during the pandemic when COVID started. It was already crazy before, but COVID started, it was crazy. A lot of restaurants, they closed, and we don't know what to do. Yeah. And so now, the another crazy thing on top, you don't have workers. All my staff, we still are hiring people because we don't have work. If you go to the grocery store, they can change prices because it's easy to change it. For us, it's involved the printing, online or a menu and everything, so we cannot change it by tomorrow. Yeah. And the expectation for the customers to have the same prices before us today. And that's something is getting so much into us. And I think it's in all our restaurants around. It's not just me, it's everybody. It's something very stressful right now.
Yeah, very stressful. And,
very stressful.
And you've got to come up with a game plan that works, that customers understand and keeps them coming back, but also helps you support your staff, support the staff that you're still looking for, and keep the doors open.
And then if the products, if you have good quality products, how you gotta raise your price. Yeah. So it's all out together.
Yeah. Well, don't get worse product. Raise your prices and keep the good stuff you've got coming. Yes. Keep that good stuff coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey everybody, William Kretzer here, local real estate agent. So excited to do these interviews with all of our businesses here in the area. Would love to do one with you. If you have a small business, shoot me a message and let's get you out there and get you promoted and get an interview and find out more about what it is you do. Hey, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, I'm your guy. Give me a text today and I'll take care of you as well. Have a great one.